Lee Marvin was born on February 19, 1924, in New York City. Growing up in a family with a strong military background, Marvin's early life was marked by discipline and a sense of duty. His father, a World War I veteran, and his brother, who would also serve, influenced Marvin's worldview and gave him a rugged, no-nonsense attitude that would define his later career. However, his youth was not without struggles. He had a restless spirit, frequently finding himself at odds with traditional academic structures. Despite his challenges, Marvin's experience in military service would later inform much of his work on screen. Marvin enlisted in the U.S. Marine Corps at 18 during World War II and served in the Pacific Theater. He fought in the brutal Battle of Saipan, where he was severely wounded by machine gun fire. His injuries required a lengthy recovery period, but the experience left him with both physical scars and emotional trauma, deepening his understanding of combat and making him more authentic in his portrayals of soldiers on screen. This real-life experience contributed greatly to his gritty, intense performances, particularly in roles that required him to convey toughness, survival, and an unshakable resilience. Transitioning to Hollywood. A natural in a tough world. After the war, Marvin struggled to find stable work, drifting through odd jobs, including a position as a plumber's assistant at a community theater. It was a chance opportunity when an actor fell ill that gave him his first taste of acting. His performance sparked an interest in the craft, and Marvin was encouraged to pursue it further. He trained at the American Theater Wing in New York, where he developed his skills and began working on stage. His unusual height, rugged looks, and natural intensity soon caught the attention of Hollywood. Marvin's early film career found him in supporting roles, often playing villains, soldiers, and tough guys in war and Western films. His breakthrough came in the 1950s with films like The Big Heat, 1953, and Bad Day at Black Rock, 1955, where he portrayed menacing characters who added tension and suspense to the storylines. His tough persona began to gain recognition, establishing him as one of Hollywood's most reliable bad guys. Marvin was not just a villain, he was a force to be reckoned with on screen, known for bringing grit and authenticity to his roles in a way that few others could. Marvin's rise to stardom in the 1960s. The 1960s were a transformative period for Lee Marvin. He successfully made the leap from supporting roles to starring in major films. One of his most memorable performances came in The Man Who Shot Liberty Valance, 1962, a Western directed by John Ford. Marvin played the ruthless outlaw Liberty Valance, creating one of the most iconic villains in cinema history. His portrayal opposite legends like John Wayne and James Stewart earned him widespread acclaim. However, it wasn't just his tough guy roles that stood out. Marvin also displayed an unexpected versatility in films like Cat Ballou, 1965. In Cat Ballou, Marvin played dual roles, both the drunken gunfighter Kid Shalene and the villainous Tim Strawn. His comedic performance, full of wit and charm, earned him the Academy Award for Best Actor. This marked a high point in his career, elevating him to the ranks of Hollywood's elite. Marvin's success continued with The Dirty Dozen, 1967, where he led an ensemble cast of soldiers on a daring mission during World War II. This film, which became a box office hit, further cemented Marvin's place as one of the top stars of the era. Lee Marvin's independent spirit. Despite his rising fame, Marvin remained fiercely independent. He was not interested in the trappings of Hollywood celebrity and preferred a quiet life away from the spotlight. His love of fishing, boating, and outdoor activities led him to seek refuge in places like Tucson, Arizona, and Baja California, Mexico. These places provided him with the peace and solitude he craved, far removed from the pressures of the entertainment industry. Marvin's preference for a private life was also reflected in his candidness about his struggles with alcohol, which at times affected both his personal and professional life. Marvin's reluctance to conform to Hollywood's expectations made him a unique figure in the industry. He was not the typical, polished leading man, and he made no apologies for it. Instead, he embraced his rough-around-the-edges persona, both on and off screen. This authenticity contributed to his enduring popularity, as audiences could relate to his portrayal of complex characters with flaws and vulnerabilities. Marvin's legacy is not only marked by his acting, but by his unwavering commitment to staying true to himself, regardless of the industry's demands. Lee Marvin's personal life. a tale of love and loss. Marvin's personal life was just as colorful and complex as his cinematic career. In 1952, he married Betty Ebling, and the couple had 4 children together. Their marriage lasted 15 years, but was marked by the pressures of Hollywood life. Marvin's heavy drinking and erratic behavior took a toll on their relationship, and they eventually separated in 1967. The divorce was painful for both Marvin and his children, and Betty later chronicled her experiences in her memoir, Tales of a Hollywood Housewife. In her book, she revealed the struggles of living with a man whose fame often overshadowed their family life. Betty also claimed that Marvin had an affair with actress Anne Bancroft, which added another layer of complexity to their relationship. After his divorce, Marvin's romantic life continued to make headlines, particularly his long-term relationship with Michelle Triola. Their relationship, however, ended in a highly publicized palimony lawsuit, which was a landmark case in American legal history. Despite this turbulent chapter, Marvin later found stability with his childhood sweetheart, Pamela Feely. They married in 1970, and their relationship lasted until Marvin's death in 1987. Pamela's memoir, Lee, A Romance, was a tribute to their enduring love and provided a more intimate look at the man behind the tough guy persona that had captivated audiences for so many years. Marvin's health struggles and final years. In the later years of his life, Marvin faced significant health challenges. He had long been a smoker and drinker, and these habits eventually took a toll on his body. In December 1986, Marvin was hospitalized for over 2 weeks due to a condition related to coccidioidomycosis, a fungal infection. His health continued to decline, and he underwent surgery to address major intestinal ruptures. Despite these struggles, Marvin continued to work and appeared in films like The Delta Force, 1986, where he co-starred with Chuck Norris. This film was his final project, and it served as a fitting send-off for the actor's long and varied career. Lee Marvin passed away on August 29, 1987, at the age of 63 from a heart attack. He was buried with full military honors at Arlington National Cemetery, a fitting tribute to a man who had served his country and brought such authenticity to his roles. Although Marvin's life was marked by both personal and professional struggles, his contributions to cinema have left an indelible mark. His legacy as a tough, no-nonsense actor who didn't shy away from portraying complex characters continues to inspire generations of filmmakers and actors.